Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Orleans, a tale of bravery and courage for kids. Once upon a time, in a small village in France called Domremy, there was a brave young girl named Joan. Even as a child, Joan was filled with a strong sense of purpose. Joan lived in a time when her beloved France was torn by war. The English had invaded, and the French were losing hope. But Joan, even at a young age, dared to dream of a free and peaceful France. One day, Joan began hearing voices. These voices, she claimed, were from Saints Michael, Catherine, and Margaret. They gave her a divine mission to save France from the English and restore the rightful king. Despite her young age and being a girl in a man's world, Joan convinced the uncrowned King Charles VII to let her lead an army. She dressed in armor, rode on horseback, and carried a banner into battle. In 1429, Joan led her troops to Orleans, a city under siege by the English. Against all odds, Joan's army broke the siege and freed the city. That's why she's known as the Maiden of Orleans. After her victory at Orleans, Joan continued to lead her army in several successful battles. Her courage and determination inspired her soldiers and rekindled hope in the hearts of the French people. In the end, Joan saw her mission fulfilled. Charles VII was crowned king in Reims, a traditional place for the coronation of French kings. It was a joyful and triumphant moment for France. But Joan's story doesn't end here. She was captured, put on trial by the English, and wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Despite facing such grave charges, Joan stood strong, never denying her mission. Joan was martyred at the young age of 19, but her courage, her unfaltering faith, and her selfless love for her country lived on. She became a symbol of French resistance and a beacon of hope. In 1920, almost 500 years later, Joan was declared a saint by the Catholic Church. Even today, Joan of Arc remains one of the most admired and inspirational figures in history. So children, remember the story of Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Orleans. It is a tale of bravery and courage, showing us that even the young can make a big difference in the world. Thank you for joining us in this journey through history. Through Joan's story, we learn that with faith, determination, and courage, we can overcome any challenge that comes our way.